Chapter 9. Could tariffs replace the income tax? Spoiler alert, no. This is the part where nostalgia takes a deep breath and then leaps off the bridge. Once again, it is tempting to say, well, yeah, but we funded the federal government with tariffs for most of our history. Why can't we just do that again? It is a question with a one-word answer. Scale. The modern federal government spends trillions of dollars annually. To replace the federal income tax entirely with tariffs, you would need to either astronomically raise tariff rates or massively increase import volume, or you would need to reduce the federal government to 19th century proportions, which wouldn't be a bad thing, don't get the host wrong, but option 3 would require a political revolution. Options 1 and 2 collide with arithmetic and behavior. Raise tariff rates high enough to replace income tax revenue, and you drastically reduce import volume, which then shrinks the taxable base. If tariffs successfully suppress imports, then revenue falls. If imports remain high enough to fund the government, domestic producers face continued foreign competition, undermining the protective goal, and the math refuses to cooperate because it just doesn't math. Remember the earlier tension. Revenue tariffs and protective tariffs tend to pull in different directions. You can fund a small republic on dock fees alone. You cannot fund a modern welfare regulatory national security superstructure just by levying tariffs on container ships alone, without either crushing consumer prices or crushing trade volume, or doing both. This is not an ideological sentiment. It is a spreadsheet. And spreadsheets, unlike politicians, do not clap or applause lines. The fact of the matter is, today's U.S. central government has more employees than the population of Panama. In 1789, 1 of every 13,000 Americans worked for the federal government. Today, 1 of 85 Americans does. Would it be great if there was a convenient way to pull down that whole rotten edifice and return the central government to being something more modest and more reasonable? Yes, that would be great. But we are here to deal with objective reality, not to eat pie in the sky.